Someone in my comments last week called my graphene videos propaganda. And honestly, I get it, because if you search graphene investment right now, you'll find hype articles from 2013, 2016, 2019, all promising graphene was about to change everything. And yet silver is still here, still being bought, still being used in solar panels, EVs, and defense systems right now. So today, I'm going to do something uncomfortable. I'm going to steelman the skeptics. And then I'm going to show you exactly why that doesn't mean graphene is irrelevant to your portfolio. Let's address this directly. When I say graphene could pressure silver demand, some of you hear a shill pitch. Fair. So here are the facts, not the hype. Graphene was isolated in 2004. Scientists won a Nobel Prize for it in 2010. And for the next decade, it was 5 years away from changing the world every single year. The actual commercial graphene market in 2024, about $300 million globally. Silver's industrial demand alone, over $15 billion just in 2023. So if you bought graphene companies in 2015 expecting silver to collapse, you got burned. That criticism is valid. But the graphene story isn't about lab experiments anymore. 3 huge shifts have happened. 1, scale. Companies like First Graphene in Australia and Skeleton Technologies in Europe are now producing graphene at commercial volumes. We're not talking grams, we're talking tons. 2, specific use cases have locked in. Graphene-enhanced batteries are being tested by Samsung SDI and CATL. Graphene thermal films are already inside some Huawei devices. This is no longer theoretical. And 3, the energy transition is the forcing function. The same EV boom and solar build-out that's driving silver demand. It's also the pressure cooker that's making manufacturers desperate for better, more efficient materials. Right now, silver is winning that race, but manufacturers are actively funding graphene R&D to reduce their long-term silver dependency. So when I say graphene threatens silver long-term, I'm not making it up. I'm reading Samsung's battery roadmaps and LG's material science reports. Now, here's where I'm going to say something that might surprise you coming from a channel that talks a lot about silver. Silver is the better investment right now. Graphene is a speculation. That's not an insult to graphene. It's just a framework for how to think about it. Silver has physical scarcity, 6,000 years of monetary history, immediate industrial demand, and you can hold it in your hand. When uncertainty spikes, geopolitically, financially, silver has a 100-year track record of what it does. Graphene, on the other hand, has extraordinary long-term potential, 0 monetary history, a supply chain that's still being built, and most graphene companies are pre-revenue or thinly traded on the stock market. So the investors asking me, should I sell silver and buy graphene, are asking the wrong question. The right question is, do you have a 10-year time horizon and money you can afford to lock up or potentially lose? Because even if graphene achieves everything its proponents claim, the timeline is the killer. Silver is an investment for this cycle. Graphene might be an investment for the next one. Here's what I find most telling. The institutions driving graphene research and development, Samsung, LG Chem, Tesla's research arm, they're not dumping silver. They're buying it. Silver ETF holdings are near multi-year highs. Industrial offtake agreements for silver are being signed through 2027 and 2028. Big money is researching the graphene transition while funding their immediate needs with silver. They're not choosing, they're sequencing. If you're a retail investor with a $5,000 or $50,000 portfolio, you should probably be thinking the same way. A core silver position for this economic cycle. A small, high-risk allocation to graphene if you've done the due diligence on specific companies, and you understand you might have to wait a decade for a return. The debate in my comments, silver bulls versus graphene bulls, it's a false war. These aren't enemies. They are different tools for different time frames. Silver is the trade, graphene is the thesis. If you want me to break down specific graphene companies, the ones with actual revenue versus the pure speculations, drop graphene deep dive in the comments below. If I get 200 comments, I will make that video for you next week. And if you're new here and came for the silver content, the link to my full silver thesis is right there in the description. The supply deficit data will change how you look at this market. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.